Thank you. How are you all?
Very good. Our first question. What's the most important lesson you learned in the past week?
Ooh, in the past week, the most important thing that I've learned is that it takes a phenomenal woman to see that a true queen keeps her head held high with the crown that she's been wearing all along. I have entered into this bubble knowing that I have a crown on my head, and I walk as and stand as the queen that I am.
If beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, in whose eyes are you beautiful?
To those everyone around me, I think beauty goes beyond skin deep, and I think that kindness comes a long way, and espousing kindness is what I see as beautiful, and I think that everyone around me can see that when I espouse that kindness.
If you truly learn from our mistakes, would you advise a young person to keep making them?
I would say that mistakes are acceptable and also something that we have to go through in order to learn and grow. So yes, mistakes are acceptable and should be okay as long as we continue to stand up after those mistakes and learn from it.
If you have the power to do one of the following, eliminate poverty and hunger, a government with no graft and corruption, or solve all environmental problems, which would you choose?
I would say poverty and hunger. I think poverty and hunger at the moment is probably one of the leading cases as to why we cannot empower ourselves, especially our children. And I think that if we eradicate this, then we can stand stronger as a united community and as a united society.
If you were to ask
In my own eyes, I think I see myself in the mirror now with confidence, and I see myself with grace, and I carry myself in the most beautiful way, and I've never seen myself this way before. I think you need to make mistakes in order to learn from them. So I would say that to a young person, if you make a mistake for the first time, that's okay. That's okay to learn from it. And the best thing to do is move forward and become better.
Gosh, the most important lesson that I've learned in the past week is that I am capable. I think my whole life I've dreamt of being a beauty queen, and I never fully believed it was possible until this week. And I'm so proud. I got to do it. I think I am most beautiful in my own eyes because only I get to see the fullness of Ayin Bernos. You know, my lows, my highs, and I think through it all, I've really proven to myself that I own my beauty, and I've learned to embrace that kind of beauty. And I think I can say to myself that I am beautiful.
The most important lesson I've learned in the past week would have to be the ability to adapt and stay patient. As we know, there are so many things changing around us, not only outside of our bubble here in Miss Universe Philippines, but also just in our nation. And especially during all of the activities where we have sponsor shoots, we don't know our time calls, our call times, and all of the scheduling that we have to do. It's important for us women to be able to adapt to whatever is thrown at us, and also to be able to be patient and know that everything is happening for a reason. I would not advise them to make mistakes, but if they were to make mistakes, I would tell them that it's completely okay, because our mistakes is how we grow as a person, and we should take lessons from each of those mistakes in order for us to grow into better people.
Whose eyes? Well, mine. I think that the best reflection of beauty is how you see yourself. It doesn't really matter what other people say about you as long as you're assured that you're confident in how you bring yourself out. Because for me, physical beauty isn't what defines beauty. It's the kindness and the kind of person we are that we radiate from within. I wouldn't advise them to keep making mistakes, but I would remind them that there's nothing wrong with making mistakes as long as we do our best to correct them for the future. I would definitely choose the second, a government with no graft and corruption, because they can touch on both of the issues mentioned. They can help the environment by allocating enough funds, and they can also help the people by being fair and being just.